Hi again, this is Kyle Kapitsky at Harbor Investments. In this video, we'll be talking about the company plan rollover form. In previous videos on the advisory disclosure form and the liquidation form, I hinted at there being three forms whenever moving money from one investment to another. This is the third of those three forms. The first two videos were on the advisory disclosure form and the liquidation form. If you haven't seen those videos, please go ahead and watch those as well. This particular form, the company plan rollover form, will be used 100% of the time whenever you're rolling money from a company retirement plan, like a 401k, a 403b, a 457, a pension, a SEP or simple, any employer plan over to an IRA or Roth IRA. The reason we have this form is we have ERISA and employer disclosures underneath, right above where the client signs, that those other forms do not. At the very top, we'll have the client name and the approximate amount that's being rolled over. It does not have to be exact. We'll have the employer name, say for the sake of arguments, St. Mary's Hospital, and the plan type would be 403B. All of these questions here have to be answered, and they pertain to the current employer plan. Below that indicates or asks if there's any liquidation fees or surrender charges associated with moving away from the employer plan. If you cannot provide the plan expenses, you can check that box. But if you do check this box, please make sure you don't check lower cost as a reason for the rollover. Because if you check lower cost and you don't know the plan expenses, there's no way that you know that it's at for sure a lower cost at the new account or new platform. Down below that, we give the advisor space to write in exactly what's going on and why the client is moving away from the employer plan. Now, 90% of the time, when a client leaves an employer or retires, they technically don't have to move their money. In rare circumstances, do they actually need to move their money? It could be that it's too small for the employer to maintain. It could be that the employer is actually folding in the retirement plan and terminating altogether. But give us some reasons why this is no longer a good financial fit for them. And then all of these are simply a regurgitation of what you put above. And you always want to check that you are marking ongoing investment advice, because the advisor is now going to be advising on that money that the client may not have had if they stayed in the retirement plan. Below that are simply disclosures. The client signs and dates, and the financial professional signs and puts their rep code. This is the retirement plan rollover form.